Hi everyone, this video is going to talk about fighting diseases, and we're going to look at phagocytosis and the role of antibodies, and then I'm going to go on to talk about vaccinations. Okay, so the first thing we have here is a white blood cell, and we've got some invading pathogens. Now these invading pathogens, they have antigens on them, so you can see these green triangles on them. And these are the antigens that the white blood cells are going to try and detect. So what they will do next is that they will start to engulf and digest the bacteria. So they'll move towards them and they'll engulf and digest. And when they digest it, the antigens are then shown on the white blood cell, and then the body decides on what antibodies to be produced. Now, antibodies are a really effective way of destroying pathogens. In terms of the antibody is produced, lots of them are produced by the white blood cells, and what happens is that they locate the antigen, and you'll see that they've got a similar shape to the antigen. And what happens is, I'll move myself out of the way. So what happens is that you can see that they start to clump together, and this stops the pathogen from reproducing and also causes it problems in terms of getting rid of waste. And the last thing that happens then is that many white blood cells will come along and phagocytosis will occur. So after the body has dealt with the infection, what is left are the antibodies. So these are known as memory cells, and these memory cells can produce the correct type of antibody very quickly next time that an infection occurs, and these remain in your bloodstream and are circulated around your body. So why on earth do we need vaccinations if our body can already do that? Well, for some people this takes far too long. Okay, so the pathogens might be really dangerous, and they might cause you problems or even death before your white blood cells could even respond and produce antibodies. So your body needs to be prepared for any future infections, and that's where vaccinations come in. So the first thing a scientist will do is they will take the particular pathogen and they will destroy that pathogen and put it into what we call a dead and inactive form or weakened form of the pathogen. So if that was to be placed into your body, it wouldn't cause you the disease. But as you can see, it's got lots of antigens and lots of debris, lots of parts of dead cells. And the most important thing is that they contain the antigen, the specific antigen of the particular pathogen that you're developing the vaccination for. So after much testing, and they will have to test that it works before that they even stick it into a human, and also need to check for its safety as well. You can see this syringe, it contains the antigens and the dead and weakened form of the pathogen. We mixed into a liquid form and then actually injected, usually into your arm and straight into your bloodstream. So now what will happen is that those antigens will circulate around your body, and eventually a white blood cell or white blood cells will digest and through phagocytosis create the correct antibody. So once the correct antibody is produced, then your body will produce, as it would naturally, memory cells. Now those memory cells will mean that the antibodies remain in your bloodstream. So if they remain in your bloodstream, then what will happen is that when the actual pathogen, you are infected by the actual pathogen, what will happen is that your antibodies will be produced really quickly, and so quickly that you don't suffer from the symptoms of the disease. So as I said, when you're infected with the actual pathogen, so the pathogen will pass through your bloodstream and your memory cells will immediately recognize it, and therefore the white blood cells will produce lots and lots of antibodies really, really quickly and basically destroy the pathogen before it makes you ill. So that is the purpose of being vaccinated. Hope you found that useful. There are lots more useful videos at DrBiology, so please do subscribe, and also please do put on your notifications and your bell alert. Thanks for listening. I'll see you soon.